Good afternoon. This is Jacob Folger, artist sculptor, and this is my artist sculptor show and tell vlog. And this is a place where I share things that I make and talk about them and that sort of thing. I also share about videos I've done and that sort of thing also. Now, I want to talk about sculpting with rocks today. That's something I do quite a bit of. Almost every sculpture, not everyone, but almost everyone, is made with rocks. And this is a frog I did recently, laid back on a nice round smooth stone, and it's pretty cool. And that's done in, this is polymer clay. It's sculpted obviously directly on the stone, and I have a lot of videos in my YouTube channel that show exactly how I do that. I don't have a video for this particular frog, but I do have a lot of videos showing it. So you might want to check them out if you want to see how it's done. Mostly I seal the stones so they're not so porous, and then sometimes I use this product here called Sculpting Bacon Bond, and I adhere the sculpture to the stone as I sculpt it, and it works out really well. I mean, these are pretty solid. They're still fragile. They are a sculpture and they are fragile. Show you a couple more here. I had what I'd done was there was I think it was maybe a week ago or so, maybe a little bit longer. I just kind of came up with this idea to make some frogs that were, typically doing things that people do, or sitting in positions. I did this one. I think this was the first one, and I posted it to my Facebook, and there was people really liked it a lot. So after that one, and when people like stuff or comment, that there's that energy going regarding my sculpture or art or whatever I'm posting, it inspires me. So I make more of whatever I was making. So then I made another, and I made another. So I showed you this one. I did this one also. And just kind of fun stuff. And I also did this frog that's meditating on stone. And there's something about sculpting on stones, and also not just stones, but natural wood pieces, and even seashells. It's all the same idea, earth elements as a rule, and there's something about it. It just feels very right to me, and I like to do it a lot. And then there was this one that was in that same bunch, and there was actually I think there are about 10 different designs that I was kind of sharing on Facebook. This was on my Facebook page, my art page, but I didn't post it widely to the art groups or anything like that, but I had like 3 that I didn't. Anyways, and then recently I did this owl. I don't know that I like the owl that much, but I sculpted him on a couple of crystals, quartz crystals. The same rules basically. The only thing is the crystals are so hard and not very porous at all. So in this case, I did not use any sealer on that, but I did use the Sculpting Bacon Bond. And this is a piece that's not really sculpted. They're not really sculpted on it, but it's a. I actually did a tutorial for this recently. It's in my YouTube channel. It's a mood lamp. It uses a battery powered colored light that goes underneath, and it's probably kind of hard to see now, but you can see it's lighting up a little bit, just because it's very bright in here right at the moment. But basically I just sculpted the dragon around the crystals. It's not really on the crystals, but it's along the same lines. And here are some different crystals that I have here, and amethyst crystal here. Now, a lot of the stones I used to find were down at the creek, the local creek. I used to hike a lot, I used to walk a lot, I used to get out in nature a lot. I'm an art photographer also, and I like to shoot water reflections and things like that. I used to get out a lot. Now, I have since, in the past year or so, had some injuries, and I can't walk so well now, but mostly I can't crouch or crouch down or squat to pick up stones. Before, I used to find all my stones that way. I'd be out on hikes or what have you, and I'd do that. But recently I started buying them online, and I still pick them up outside, don't get me wrong, but not near as much as I used to. So here is some stones that I bought online, and actually this one here, that stone is from online. This is from online. That is. This one is. The crystals are from online. Some of the ones that I got on my own, you know, hiking out, is I got this one. This one here with a little house and tree on it. I love to sculpt on stones. I'll tell you what, I think there's some kind of energy or something associated with it that I really like. This fairy house I had done actually probably a couple years ago. That's on a stone, and I got that stone probably down at the creek, I would say. And this dragon, purple dragon, was done on a stone that I found probably at the creek. If it's really big like this, I would say it was probably at the creek. And you know, it's using that method where you seal the stone and you sculpt on it, gives you a flush bond with your sculpture to the stone, and it's really really pretty amazing how, you know, you can see that's just bonded really well. And I think that some people think that I bonded the sculpture to the stone after I made it, but actually that's not the case, and you would know that if you watch my tutorials. So that's that. I want to tell you that, you know, over the time I've been doing this and the tutorials and, you know, sharing what I do and that sort of thing, I've met a lot of people, and I do know there's actually, I'm not near the only one that, you know, can't get out there and hike and walk and look for stones anymore. So, you know, if you're one of those people that just, you know, is having trouble doing that, you'd like to try some sculptures and stones, this is what I recommend. Go to Google, which is, I think, the best search engine. There's others, there's all kinds of search engines, but I do prefer Google, and that's the one I use. Google.com. There's going to be a place near the top that has an area to write in a search, to do a search. And you can type in anything you want. You can type in nice round stones, or smooth stones for sale, or anything like that. And within a very short few seconds, maybe at the very most, you'll have many results telling you where to buy stones, where to get stones. They'll have pictures of them. It's just like shopping online, basically. And some of these places ship a lot of stones, and so they have deals with the shipping places that they ship with, and the shipping is not like what you would think. It really isn't. I bought from one place. I'll put a couple sources in the video description down below the video, and you can go to those places and see if they have stones. I do know that people that carry stones one day may not have stones the next day, so just keep that in mind. You have to still probably continue to do a search, but I will again put some sources in there. And this one place that I bought from, their shipping for 30 pounds of stones was under $4. I was like, wow. And it didn't take a month to get here. I actually had it in you know, probably, I don't know, a week or something like that, or less than a week. So that is possible. So just, you know, check it out. And I also have found that some of the places that sell stones, that really sell a lot of stones, like Home Depot and House, those people, they sell a lot of stones because they're kind of, they sell interior decorating stuff. Those places are going to be a lot more savvy and probably have a lot nicer stones and or cheaper, far cheaper shipping than a lot of other people might that don't sell a lot of stones or sell smaller quantities. So if that's helpful to you, I hope so. If you are able to get out there and hike around and walk around, again, any kind of water source, especially like a creek or a river or any kind of place like that, you can you know, go down there and take a look, and you'll probably find a lot of stones. I used to go down with a backpack, and you know, just not a huge backpack, but like a good sized book bag that I could carry on my shoulders, and I would just collect stones. And I still do that a bit around my house. The area around my house is a lot of small, smaller stones, kind of like this. Now again, I bought that one, but kind of like this, and whenever it rains, it washes some of the soil away, and so there's more and more stones. And I go out sometimes, excuse me, with a pickup stick, one of those sticks that you use. I don't have it around where I can demonstrate it for you, but oh, here it is. Let me grab it. So it looks like that, and it's got a like a gun handle here, and when you squeeze this, it closes this down on the stone, and you can pick up stones. It doesn't work great, but there's all kinds of these things. This one has rubber on it, and I almost wish it didn't. I wonder if I could pull that off there. You know what? I might be able to pull that off there. It would probably work better without that on there, without this thing on here. I think that's for picking up glass and stuff. But what I'll do is get my backpack and my dog, and we'll go out and, you know, pick up stones this way. But it's kind of slow doing it this way, and maybe even, well, shouldn't say it, but maybe a little embarrassing too. But so that's about it. Check out my videos. You'll see it in the thumbnail if it's a video with a stone, seashell, or a piece of wood. And just you know, watch the video, see how I do it. It's not hard. It's not hard at all to seal the stone and get it ready to take the clay and make some cool stuff with rocks, man. So that's about it. Again, this is my show and tell vlog for my artist sculptor work, and let's see, I think that's about it, and thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.